Are you wondering how to be more effective as a speaker, a business owner, and in your personal life? The secret to elevating your effectiveness in these areas is self-mastery. I have experts here today who are so ready to share with you how to master yourself and elevate your effectiveness. So let's go ahead and say hi to them. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, my name is Rachel S. Heslin. I am with The Fullness of Your Power. I am an author, speaker, coach, and mentor, and you can find out more about me at thefullnessofyourpower.com.
Great to have you, Rachel. And hi, Delisha.
Hi, Rachel. Thank you for having me. I am Delisha Murray from the Bahamas, a motivational speaker, coach, and a millennial empowerment catalyst. You can find more of me at delishamurray.com.
Great to have you, Delisha. And hi, Shawn.
Hi, Laura. Thank you for having me. My name is Shawn Jones. I'm the CEO of a Netrepreneur Network. I'm also a keynote speaker, and I'm a two-time international best-selling author. To find out more, go to netrepreneurnetwork.com.
Great to have you. Wow. You ladies are a power team. And so today is all about mastering yourself to elevate effectiveness. So what advice can you give to our viewers about how to do that? Master yourself and elevate your effectiveness. Rachel, let's start with you.
Well, one of the things that I really emphasize is the importance of awareness and conscious choice, because so often we react to things and then we look back and go, that may not have been the best idea at the time. So one of the things that I recommend is learning how to pause. When you feel yourself getting that wanting to just jump forward and react to something, hold on, take a deep breath, where it's that really inhale it into your core, and then try to look at something really intently so you can see the detail on it. And then listen, see if you can hear something around you. And what this does is it helps ground you more firmly into your body and the present moment. Because a lot of times our reactions are triggered by memories and things that we've done before. So by taking these simple steps to come back into your body now, it allows you to become more aware so that you can assess what's really going on and then choose how you want to respond.
I love that detailed explanation of how to master yourself in that moment. So thank you for that great tip. And Delisha, tell us what advice do you have for our viewers about how to master themselves and create or elevate their effectiveness?
Thank you for that question. I would say visualize that life that you want, and get emotionally involved. That you may ask, what is emotionally involved? Well, have you ever been in love? That butterfly, the man of my dream or the woman of my dream. I'm talking about that emotion, once you get emotionally attached to that thing that you want for your life, then I believe that the universe or the higher power is going to download strategies, ideas into you to say, you know what, let's do this in order to get to that place that where you want to go. So I believe in the power of visualization and gratitude, gratitude, be thankful for where you are now in order to appreciate the things that is about to come. So I would say visualize that thing, get emotionally involved and attached to that thing, and be grateful.
I love this advice. And here's why I love it, Delisha, because so often when we're frustrated and we don't have things, we're not in that energy of gratitude or love, right? Like you said, getting to the where we want to go, we're too stuck in the moment and it keeps us stuck. So this is like a kind of flip the switch out of that stuck into something that's possible for us. So thank you for that. So we're going to stay present with Rachel. We're going to understand and become more conscious. Then we're going to think about what we want and get connected to that with Delisha. And Shawn, what advice do you have for our viewers to, now that we have that advice, master themselves and elevate their effectiveness?
Well, what I say is be flexible. You have to be flexible with yourself. You have to be flexible with others around you. You have to adapt to different situations. If anything, if COVID hasn't taught us anything, it is we have to figure out workarounds. When life changes and we get those curveballs, look outside of the box, look left, look right, look up, look down. It's about finding new ways, taking what's working, making some minor tweaks, cut what's not working, and move forward. It's about the flexibility.
And if they want to be that flexible, and you said cut what's not working, where would they start?
I am a big fan of the old school, take a pen and paper, write it down. Ben Franklin T-charts are absolutely the best. It's old school, but yet those old school ways will also apply to today's world. And it allows us to really see what we're trying, what's in our head. It brings our thoughts, comes out through our hands and puts it onto paper. And it's through that lens that you're looking at of the pluses, minuses. And it's a list, and you can create the list in many different categories: where you're at, what you want, what you don't want, what's no longer serving you.
Oh, that is brilliant. So what I love about the three of your pieces of advice, they kind of build on each other and they set you up for success, because you get to that present moment. You're able to make those decisions all the way to the end. When you have that list, and you can see it and you can adapt, be flexible. And all the while you're connected, like Delisha said, to that vision. So this is like brilliant, brilliant advice for really elevating success and being able to master yourself and knowing that's the key to your success. So, and yeah, it just resonates so well with this topic and what we're trying to help women do here at Women Speakers Association. So let's learn a little bit more about each of you, because obviously you have a body of wisdom. So I want to know what you do for people, who you work with, and what you do for them. So Rachel, let's go back to you.
I love working with people who feel like they are their own worst enemy. They're constantly dealing with people pleasing and self-sabotage, and they get so frustrated because they see who they want to be, but they feel like they're trapped in these cycles. And what I do is I help them learn how to let go of the shoulds and other people's stuff, and then fully embrace their true selves so that they can step forward with more confidence and really live happier, more successful, and more deeply satisfying lives.
Well, how did you come to this work?
I was born into it. My father's a clinical psychologist, and the stories about how psychologists always practice on their kids. Well, in addition to practicing on me, my father also taught me his craft as he was learning it. This means that I was first introduced to neuro-linguistic programming techniques when I was 9 years old. So my entire life, I've just been fascinated by why do people do what they do? Why do they experience life so differently than the person right next to them who seems to be in the same situation? And I think most importantly, I've always been interested in how do we change the stories we tell ourselves so that we can live the lives we want to be living and really have the experience of truly living.
That's fascinating. It's great. You're a living model of mastering yourself and elevating your success. Terrific. Thank you.
I just want to say that it is a work in progress. It's like mastery is the process, not the product, because life keeps happening.
Yeah, and there's always something new to uncover and get better at. That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you for that clarification. So Delisha, tell us about you. Who do you work with and what do you love doing with them?
So I work mainly with millennial women, that really lights me up. Helping young women that struggle in the area of self-doubt, self-worth, self-confidence. And I'm ready to help them find their voice, reconnect to their self-confidence, while creating the life that they want. So that's what I'm really passionate about. And because I'm really passionate about that, is because I grew up with a mother who suffered from mental illness. Whew, so you can imagine the shame, the anger, and the embarrassment that really followed me throughout my childhood into adulthood. And as time went on by, I got older and said, you know what, Delisha, you can't allow this to hold you back. You know, there is women out there who's ready to hear your voice, women out there who's ready to hear your story, to know that, hey, they are not alone, that if I can get up, they can get up too. And this is when I went and seek help. Sometimes we are so ashamed to seek help because we don't want no one in our business or what have you. So I had to look out. No, I have to look out for Delisha. I know the future that she wants. And in order for me to get there, I need to reach out for help. So that's why I'm so passionate about women, because I know, well, millennial women, because I know what it is to struggle with self-identity, not thinking that you deserve enough, not believing that, hey, you can make it out of this situation, but sitting in the blanket of hopelessness. So that's why I'm so passionate about millennial women, helping them through their struggle.
That's fabulous. Thank you for the great work you're doing. You're really impacting a whole generation. So, and with your courage and expertise and your stories. Thank you. And Shawn, tell us about who you work with and what you help them do.
So I work with entrepreneurs, whether they're the solopreneur, couplepreneurs. We work with trades professionals, speakers, and authors, and they're across many different industries, from marketing and branding to the medical, health and wellness, and IT fields. And when we work with these entrepreneurs, they've come to us, they've had coaches, they maybe are starting out themselves. They can be what I call the ongoing serial entrepreneur, that they have multiple companies. And we work with them because they're trying to find a community to where they can get published in magazines, in books, they can be up on stages, they can be highlighted as an expert in their field. They're looking for a place where they can build a referral community for themselves. Some of them come to us because they want to take their knowledge and experience and be part of an academy delivering education. So we love working with these folks. My background, I started as an entrepreneur when I was 8 years old. I know the struggle as an entrepreneur, or the desire, the passion to design my life as that entrepreneur. And so through my experience, which I'm in my mid-40s now, I'm able to help others. And I married into our business. My husband's actually the founder, and I've been able to take my entire life career, everything I've done, and be able to take what I know and have experienced to be able to help others.
Wow, that's a really robust background, and great work that you do for entrepreneurs who want to make a difference and be more effective. So this has been just a great show of experts, all of you, who have really stepped in and are continuing to lean into that entrepreneur, to the women of the world, and help grow businesses through a really strong foundation of mastery, self-mastery, personal mastery. So, we love promoting and bringing and helping women entrepreneurs and speakers here at Women Speakers Association. So I thought I'd have each of you, since you all are premier members, share what lights you up about Women Speakers Association. What value have you already received? Rachel?
I've actually been a member since 2016. On a practical note, I love the e-speaker profile. I love that I have my page there, that I'm professional, people have a way of reaching me, and it gives that little oomph and credibility to it. But on a personal level, what I love about Women Speakers Association is the support and sense of community. Everyone I have met has been so encouraging and helpful, and sharing advice and trainings and referrals. And it's wonderful. I love being part of the family.
We love having you as a part of the family. And that's really what it is here. And Delisha, what's your experience and value that you've received so far?
So far, I'm still new with this. I'm still new in the program, but so far, I am loving the community, like-minded women who are inspiring, encouraging, and supporting you along this journey because, it's hard to find like-minded women who are not jealous of you or who is trying to take something away from you. So I really love the community because they help inspire, support, and encourage you to go higher. They encourage you to bring out that greater potential that's inside of you, waiting on the other side just for you. So yes, I'm so happy to meet. Well, I'm so happy to meet a couple women inside this community that helps encourage and inspire me to be the greater person that I am.
And I encourage you to keep meeting people here because the people you've already met, there's so many more who are ready to just connect and be that support, as you said, here. So thank you. And Shawn, what is the value that you see that Women Speakers Association is?
Yes, Laura, I'm Emmy Sevilla, who I've known for some time. She's near and dear to Robert's in my heart, and she brought me into the Women Speaker Association because of her alignment with me. I mean, it's about building each other up, and the Women Speaker Association is just that. It's a community of women who bond, who come together for the greater good of women and to help each other spread our messages. We all come from different backgrounds, and through the association, we have a voice.
We really do. You're so right. Thank you all for pointing out what Women Speakers Association is all about. And I like our members to share that, not us putting words in your mouth, because it really happens. If you're here, you're going to get the support, the community, the resource. This is the camaraderie, the opportunities, the visibility that you want and are seeking. So check us out at joinwsa.com. That's joinwsa.com. And we'll be back next week with another preview and expose on our women here who are premier members. Thank you, Delisha. Thank you, Shawn. Thank you, Rachel, for being here. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks, Laura. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks all of you. I love this.